Now, what can a man hope for from his own portrait? To be documented, to be remembered, to leave some residue of himself in the world? Since he was diagnosed with Parkinson's in 2005, Tim Andrews has been persuading photographers, including the likes of Rankin, Harry Borden and Gillian Edelstein, to take his picture. Sarfraz Manzoor has been looking at the results. Over 100 haunting images that form the narrative of one man's confrontation with his own mortality.
3 years ago, Tim Andrews answered an ad in the paper looking for nude models. Because Tim had taken early retirement due to the sudden onset of Parkinson's disease, he threw caution to the wind and applied. He unknowingly kick-started a project which would lead him to having his portrait taken by some of the world's best-known photographers. They have all attempted to interpret his character and story in different ways.
We're having fun out in the woods today. I'm in the middle of a project where I'm being photographed by different photographers. All started by accident, and Paul Hansen, who's working today, I think he's about 134.
Hi, head up again, sorry, head up again, that's it. Good, and just let your arms down again now, so you're just straight, that's it, good.
So my idea was to take his courageous and positive look on being diagnosed with Parkinson's and involve my own personal experience with Parkinson's through my grandmother, which is a lot darker really.
I was diagnosed with Parkinson's in 2005. It does affect me a lot in my everyday life, but I suppose it's made a lot of things more difficult, you know, but the project has been so wonderful to meet all these people that I would never have met in a million years. Every so often there's a moment where you think, oh damn, you know, I wish I wasn't shaking, I wasn't doing this, but you know, but the upside to all that is so much greater that I'll stick with what I've got, thanks.
It may have all started by accident, but the results of Tim's project are now on public display at the Lightbox Gallery in Woking.
So Tim, you've called the entire exhibition Over the Hill.
Yeah.
What's the meaning behind that?
Well, there's a John Lennon song on Mind Games called Bring On Lucy, and at the beginning of the song he says to his band, all right boys, this is it, over the hill. And then it goes straight into this really pumping, driving, optimistic, marching sort of political song. And so it's got an optimistic view of that phrase, which of course means you've had it, you're over the hill, you're on the rubbish heap, which I could quite easily have been.
In a way, it's sort of taken over your life over the last couple of years.
It has, yeah. I mean, 134 photographs in 3 years is quite a lot.
And a bit of a change from a life as a village solicitor.
Complete change, yeah, yes.
In a way, it was a diagnosis which has actually opened up this new life for you.
I've got a limited time to get things done because gradually my illness will get worse, so I want to just cram in as much as I can whilst I can.
All right, boys, this is it, over the hill.
But does this project have anything fresh to tell us about portrait photography? And do these photographs reveal 130 different sides of Tim Andrews or of the photographers themselves?
Gillian, why did you agree to take part in this project and photograph Tim amongst many hundred others?
I thought it was fascinating that he was offering himself up. He's using his body as art. I mean, he's saying, it's your canvas, use it. Do what you will with it. I think that I probably feel envious of somebody being able to do that. I think that often being behind the lens is somebody who really wants to be in front of it.
The Taylor Wessing Prize aims to present the best in contemporary portrait photography. Steve Bloom's portrait of Tim is currently displaying as part of the exhibition.
What I loved about it was the ultimate multi-viewpoint portrait of one person. It's over 100 pairs of eyes, over 100 brains seeing him.
So it's almost like a sort of a mosaic, almost, a mosaic portrait of him.
I think so, yes. You know, that's what makes it so interesting, so special.
One of the most exciting things for me about the project is the way that it's opened up opportunities not only for professional photographers but also for amateur ones.
it's also shown how the rise of digital technology has given many more of us the chance to flex our artistic muscles. Danielle Tunstall only took up photography 2 years ago, but has provided one of the most striking portraits to date of Tim. It's an amazing photograph, though. How did you make it?
The face paint is real. I painted his face when he got there. The flowers are obviously real. I added the splatters on Photoshop and the peeling effect. The flowers are like holding on to life, grabbing onto it.
I mean, that photograph's quite dark, isn't it? I mean, is that because that's how you saw Tim, or is that something about yourself as well?
It's something about me and how I see life, things I've been through, but also it's about his disease, which is quite dark, even though he's happy from it, but I still had to represent the disease.
I thought the best way to discuss this relationship between sitter and photographer would be to become number 135 and take Tim's photograph myself. So my very low-budget idea for taking a picture of you involves this. And the idea is that if you hold this close to your face, and if you're peering above it, I was hoping to try and sort of convey something about the fact that the fugginess and the fuzziness of motions with Parkinson's, but also the fact that your eyesight and your vision for what you're doing is still clear. So it's quite a simple idea. I guess this could be a sort of a celebrity project in a way, couldn't it, where you're getting some of your favourite and biggest photographers to take pictures of you?
Yeah, but I'm not really interested in celebrity as such. I'm more interested in good photographers. Mind you, that doesn't mean to say I wouldn't like to be photographed by Annie Leibovitz or even Safa Esmond either.
So here's a few. Let's have a look. So this is so this kind of does work as a visual metaphor.
It does, yes, I like it. I like it a
I
lot.
can be proudly number 135.
Oh, very much so, yeah.
That's good. I can almost feel special with it.
Yeah.
And you can see the exhibition of Tim Andrews' portraits, Over the Hill, a photographic journey, at the Lightbox in Woking until the end of this month.